Hey, what's up guys, Nathan here, and today I wanted to show you my process for putting together a mini-sode, in this case for our docu-series Mycolombia. It'll eventually be a full-length documentary, but for now we're releasing it as these mini episodes. So I start off by going through raw footage and taking a look at everything we filmed. This is a pretty tedious part, but it's also cool because I get to run across pieces and edits and moments that I forgot about. So here's me going through selecting all the footage that I want to use for this particular episode. After that, I start to cut together the episode, and that's pretty much me just kind of chopping together the footage that I liked into some sort of a cohesive form to start telling a story. There's larger segments, shorter segments, and then transitional stuff. And the transitional changes, things like that, I go back and edit later on. I'm not going to include that in this, but this is just sort of me laying out the rough draft of what will eventually be the clips that are used for this particular episode. Alright, so this is the part where I add the captions. And these are the main captions that will be used and, eventually translated, but these will be the captions that exist in one of the videos that goes out. And I know that on, various social media channels, there's options now to view captions, have them in different languages. So when I finally export everything, there will be a couple of different versions of the same episodes. Some with captions, some not, it just really depends on where they ultimately end up. So here's the captions part, picking out some, criteria that I want them to be, and that's captions. All right, so moving on to music. Now that I have my clips picked out for the episode, I kind of have an idea what the story is going to be, the transitions, I know how much space I have between this, that, and the other, and now it's time to write some music. So this is a 10-second, what we call a cue, and the cue is going to be 10 seconds of transition that I use. So it's kind of like a mini song compressed into 10 seconds. So I'm going to do this for a bunch of tracks, but the tracks are also going to be released as full-length tracks as well on the soundtrack that we release for the documentary. So this is me coming up with the cues and the music for this particular episode. Now that the music's done, we go back to the dialogue that was exported earlier and get that all mixed correctly so it sounds good on a cell phone, on a television, just sounds good across the board. So this is me editing the actual dialogue that we recorded in the field.
Close, there's like cross veins in the gills.
All right, so now the audio narration and dialogue is in, the edits, the rough edits are in there, and at the top we have the subtitles and captions. All right, so after we do the dialogue that we edit, I record my narration. Obviously this is just a skit. As you can see, there's nothing written on that, but just to give you guys an example of how that works. All right, and finally we add the music in. In this case, it's going to be kind of part of the introduction, so let's see how that sounds. Woke up early, eager to return to the field. After a hearty breakfast prepared by the wonderful hosts of the lodge overseeing